Hello Pioneers, welcome back to another episode in our Satisfactory series. Last episode, we unlocked coal power and explored for the perfect site to build our sustainable energy solution. This episode, with power sorted out, it's time to think about factory design. We'll scale up production starting with iron products and set up smelters, constructors, and storage to handle growing demands. Let's get started. With a whopping 450 megawatts of coal power, we are now free to do a lot of things. One of my viewers suggested a really awesome tip, which is to reserve one of my first coal generators, or the coal power plant, separated from the rest of the power system, so that in case anything like a fuse blows or something like that, I can very easily restart the system. At the moment, I'm not going to do that just because I don't feel like 450 megawatts is actually enough power. But when we come back to expand our coal factory and we have enough extra power, we'll definitely reserve this first machine to separate it from the rest of the system and use it to jumpstart anything if we ever go over our power and blow our fuse. Back at base now, I'm very surprised none of you guys commented on a way to get down this ladder more safely. Ow. I think I'm just going to put a jelly landing pad here. Wouldn't that just be the easiest solution? But anyway, now that we're back at base, the first thing that we can do is dismantle our old power system. I think I've highlighted sort of everything without accidentally highlighting things in between. Let's try dismantling that. There we go. It's all gone now. Do a little bit of cleanup. My inventory is full. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. Get rid of some of these extra power poles and rehook up everything because I don't know what needs power. Where's my main line now coming from? I believe this is my main power line. Comes from here, goes here, and now we can hook up a new power line. Maybe we'll just go directly from the main in case I do anything to that area. And it looks like we want to hook it into this power line, and that'll get these machines going again. I'm gonna pick up all my trash over here. Let me go sort out my inventory real quick. This is all powered, right? Yeah, I think this is all connected, which is fine. Put all the irrelevant stuff away now. Go to our MAM and do some research on those new alien parts we've picked up as well, such as the stinger.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Fantastic.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Fantastic. It sounds like all this stuff is all for pioneer safety. Let's see what we can do with these alien DNA things. So yeah, we can make the DNA capsules, and it costs 1 alien protein, and we can make quite a few alien proteins now. I think we can just turn all of this into protein, right? And then we can make 5 of these, and I think I needed 5 to do one of the next researches. Slowly getting through the MAM tech tree. I think we needed some biomass as well. I think it was this one, structural analysis, whatever that is.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Oh, the rebar gun is a weapon. I see. Okay, so it's not super useful, but we can research it. Expanded tool belt seems very useful, but I don't think I can get that right now. We could do the rebar gun. Can't do anything in nutrients, can't do anything in power slugs, so that's fine. And all these classified phenomena, I guess we haven't unlocked yet, so we're pretty much at our limit for the MAM tree. Now, the next thing I want to do is start expanding my actual factory now that we have power. We've got vehicular transports. We can do this, I guess, but we don't really make enough rotors at the moment. Basic steel production is probably a better use for our rotors. And we're going to wait for all this stuff to craft. So the things that are coming out in this sort of volume right now is becoming sort of an issue. And for example, I'll take my 500 concrete and chuck it in here for now. I think I want to do basic steel protection first, or maybe we can do this first. This seems easier, kind of. Enhanced asset security. We get an equipment slot. Oh, we get a hand equipment slot. Fantastic. That'll actually be really handy. Maybe we should do this one first while we wait. Doesn't really matter what milestone we do. Now, the other question I have is if I chuck stuff into this milestone and then I select a different milestone, it keeps it there. All right, fantastic. Yeah, maybe we'll just do this one. We'll do some milestones while we reorder our factory because our old factory, or if you can call this an old factory, all the stuff that comes out of here only stores based on whatever's available in the local storage. So it's not actually enough for the volumes that we need. We actually need to create a proper factory with proper storage now and have everything storing into boxes. Like 600 pipes. We don't even have a machine that can produce potentially 600 pipes, right? Take our iron plates because we're probably about to need them. Probably don't need the screws yet. Do we change this recipe to make... Oh, we don't even have a thing that makes iron rods anymore. We have 2 things that make iron pipes. But yeah, we've got a lot of plates now. I don't have any spare materials to make fix-it tickets either, which is a little bit of a problem. Let's see how many of these you've made. 69. Why have you completely stopped making stuff? No power. Okay, I've disconnected the power accidentally here. Let's get that back into the main power system, however which way for now. Oh, I don't have any... I've used up all my copper wire. Silly. Doesn't really matter which way we get it in. We just need this stuff to start crafting again while we start designing our new factory. So we can finally see that nothing that we're currently producing is producing in the volumes that we require. So we definitely need to start up a new factory. Now I want to invest some of my materials into making basically some fix-it tickets. I think that will give us some useful items for doing our factory. The other thing is I want to see when do we get Power Pole Mark II? I'm not seeing anything for Power Pole Mark II, so we're stuck with Mark 1 power for a really long time. Okay, that's fair enough. Did I miss it? Surely. I don't already have Power Pole Mark II, do I? No, I have Power Pole Mark 1. Okay, that's fair enough. Let me see what I can shove in here that is going to be useful into turning into tickets. I don't need this much biofuel anymore, so maybe we can shove the 600 biofuel in. I don't even know if they give tickets. I kind of want to shove in some concrete, but I know we're going to need all of this like reinforced concrete and stuff. So, I mean, reinforced iron plates and stuff. So I'm not really sure that's a good idea. Maybe we can chuck in some screws. We've got some more biofuel over here. Does this thing process biofuel? That's the question. Yes, but just very, very slowly. Anything else we can chuck in? Maybe we can chuck in our cables. We'll do our 31 rotors. Our 31 rotors should help a lot. Maybe that'll be enough to get us going. We can chuck in our cables because we can grab more cables out of here and get these machines processing something. Same with the copper sheets. We've got like 200 copper sheets. We're not building any pipes anytime soon, so we might as well chuck those in as well. And we can just get rid of some of our other trash like iron ingots, maybe some iron ore. Don't need that much concrete. We can start getting rid of some of our wood. I'll keep my biomass so I don't have to make any more in case I need it for whatever. Now I've got some more inventory space to work with, which is fantastic. Probably also upgrade this belt to Mark II. Get that going a little bit faster. Now we've got 4 printable coupons, which is great. We'll let that run for a little bit and we'll start figuring out how we're going to design this factory. Let me just pick up all the crap off the floor because littering is bad. Now we've got all this space underneath our space elevator that we should probably use. And I'm thinking we're going to do our smelting under here. I like that idea. Now what we want to smelt is probably a full Mark II belt of iron and copper. Let me have a look at what other resources are available near me. So we're already using all the iron in our local vicinity, but we can grab this iron over here. Purity normal, fantastic. That is the only iron left in my immediate vicinity, but that's okay. That's 4 irons. And since an iron produces at 30 per minute without any sort of overclocking, 4 irons is exactly a Mark II belt. So we can go claim that iron and bring it over, and we can do a full Mark II belt of smelting, which is 4 more smelters, right? The next one is probably copper. So let's get our smelting for iron and copper sorted. Let's have a look at where copper is around us. We need another 4 nodes. They're all separate. Really? Alright, we claimed that one. Wow, copper's like really rare around here. So we have to, if we want to claim the copper, we need to claim it from all over the world, basically, is what we're saying. So maybe we need to find some power slugs to overclock the copper if we need more copper. But at the moment, we don't need crazy amounts of copper, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Let's just worry about the iron, because most of our stuff is iron products at the moment. Now, to assist in our design of stuff going forward, let's just take a quick look at some of our other recipes, because we need to start making this modular frame as well, because we haven't really started making that yet. I'm thinking of using the copper to make alternative stitched plates so that we can alleviate some of our iron usage. So the rotors are made from whatever, but then the smart plating uses the rotors and the iron plates, and the modular frames also use the iron plates, which is fine, but we need to ensure we're producing tons and tons of this iron plate and all of our other basic materials. So let me start setting this up. We basically want our factory to be, I guess, revolved around our space elevator, I guess, since all the materials eventually need to go to our space elevator. So I'm going to set up one of these corners to know where my floor is. And I think we learned that 3 levels is good for a smelting place, right? Whoa, this is not snapped to the right thing. This is not my world foundation, right? It doesn't like to snap to the bottom of stuff. That's super weird. Technically, the floor should line up with this, because this is 3 tall, and then that top bit aligns with this. So in theory, my floor should just come out this way. Let's zoop that over then. Yeah, that lines up, right? I think so. I think that is the correct alignment for stuff. Let me just deconstruct the walls to be safe. I don't want to build my factory all with the incorrect alignment. Now we need our ramps coming down. That's going to be the stairs to our factory. Now, if this is the floor to the smelter, I also need to get into this somehow, but we'll worry about that in a bit. Let's keep building the floors. Unfortunately, our floor is starting to clip into the wall, the floor, the actual ground, but that's fine. I think this is plenty of room for a smelting column. Just trying to figure out where the end of my actual factory is going to be. Like, do I like this overhang for the space elevator? Because this side of the space elevator is kind of okay. Like, I don't mind this little bit overhanging a little bit. Can I, if I deconstruct my space elevator, will it continue to function properly? I'm just gonna save my game and try that. So I deconstructed my space elevator. I just wanted to try making it one more tile out. It looks like it'll fit it a little bit more comfortably. Let me deconstruct some of this extra stuff because I don't necessarily want to confuse myself what I'm building. Does that comfortably fit the space elevator? Yes, but with not much walking room to the side. Maybe one more out? Guessing I can't fit it here, right? Want to tile it to this corner over here. Yeah, it doesn't like that. So I'm going to do one more tile out. Everything in this game seems to need to be bigger than you think it needs to be. I guess this is going to be the center of my factory. This section here. This will be like a walkway. So the actual thing will start here on this corner tile. Oh, sensitivity on this is crazy. Wait, we can use a hologram mode to put it down, and then we can shift it exactly where we want. Ugh, is that... It doesn't line up to the floor. Oh, that's fine. Is this good enough? Let's do it here. There. I can show the space elevator animation again. Because apparently I missed it the first time. Is that it? That was a little bit underwhelming. But yeah, everything that we've done on the space elevator has saved, so we can safely deconstruct and reconstruct it whenever. And that fits really nicely. We do need another set of tiles on the other side to, yeah, to make sure that it actually functions properly. But yeah, we can do our smelting underneath here now. Let me just figure out where the end of my factory should be. Yeah, so this is the walkway. So I want my smelting factory to end one tile in, which is pretty much here, right? We need one more tile set out this way. So I think this is going to be the corner of my factory. So I'm going to build up my walls here. And then we're going to put our 4 smelters down here. And we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get our iron in. Give it a little bit of spacing. We can always compress this later if we want to add more when we get to, like, say, Mark 3. Is that lined up? Is that evenly distributed, I mean? I'm not too sure. That's fine. We don't need to perfectly center everything in our factory because, again, this design is not really that final, right? But essentially, the iron is going to be smelted here in under... Well, we can belt this however we want. But we're going to bring a Mark II belt of iron over here eventually. And then we're going to smelt that. Oh, man. The Mark II belt that we're going to need to bring with the iron is going to need to go really far. But that's fine. Just trying to figure out what order of operations I want to do things in. Also thinking maybe we can use the underneath bit to do the messiness of the belts going in or something like that. I'm not too sure yet. Or should we just keep it simple for now? Let's go check out how many fix-it tickets we have now after setting up our basic smelting rate. We've got 10 coupons, but this thing is still going. What has it been doing? It's still doing the biomass, but it's gotten rid of all the, like, high-level stuff. So pretty much 10 is 11. 11 is all we have to work with. So let's print out our 11. 11's still quite a bit. I think I can buy all the stuff that I wanted. We've also got 2 more here. So we've got 13 tickets to play with. Let's add some stuff to our cart and unlock it. I don't think we have the luxury of buying any of this stuff yet, but we can go into management, and these wall mounts look, wall mounts and ceiling mounts look pretty useful. So does this floor hole, so we might get that. But I want these wall power outlets. It's like a real shop. It's even got like recommendations for other stuff to buy. So we'll add that to cart. Don't think we need any of these crazy foundations yet. But I did want some of these special walls. Especially these conveyor walls. Probably don't need the gates yet. Windows sound pretty cool, but don't want those yet. Door walls sound pretty cool, but don't really need that yet. Gotta go with the stuff we really need. We got that. I kind of want the catwalks as well. Industrial catwalks. What's the difference between this? Stairs, ramps. I think I want modern catwalks. And I think that's all we can afford. Can we even afford all this? 13 tickets. We have exactly 13 tickets. Which means we can't get this floor hole for the conveyor lift, which is what I really wanted. Let's see if we can print like 1 more ticket. Oh, we can. So we can get the floor hole. And I think that's all for now. That'll help us with our organization of our new factory. Now, the next thing we want to do is probably try to bring over our new iron. Our iron is 300 meters that way. And there's one 600 meters that way. Where is this one? What is this one? This is our singular iron. No, that's copper, sorry. Looking at the wrong thing. Our iron is over there, south. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is there 3? Wasn't there 4 before? We're gonna go check that out. But let's see how much reinforced iron plate we have to work with. Not much at all. 68 still. I feel like it didn't build any. Is this thing not making reinforced iron plate or something? What's going on? I think I've broken something. No, it is building, just very, very, very slowly. That's fine. I'm going to bring myself some portable miners to set up the mining columns. Oh, I deconstructed my equipment workshop here. Let's chuck it anywhere for now. I got 4. Let's go and check out that iron ore. It's south, right? So it's over here somewhere. 200 meters away, that's not too bad. I swear I saw 4, but apparently there's only 3 here. That's fine. We can tack on 1 from anywhere. Oh, it's down there. It's a little bit annoying. We have to get down there. I think I like the idea of using ramps a little bit better. Is this a good place to start our ramps? Oh, I did the thing again. I'm silly. Still gotta get used to bloody not doing that. Alright, calm down. It's okay. I'm getting attacked and I'm trying to build my ramp at the same time. I know, you're guarding your iron ore. You don't like us coming to do our industrial thing. Hey, stop running around. Alright, let me build that ramp. Try that again. Put 1 here and then we'll zoop it down. I can walk on it while it's still mid-build. There we go. Now we've got a ramp down to our new iron. Let's get rid of all the crap that's sealing the iron veins and then we will set up on them. Is that a power slug I see? Get up this ladder and jump over to grab this power slug. Set up our miners now. Is there only 3 here? That's very unfortunate. I was really hoping there'd be 4. Let's just double check that. Yeah, there's only 3 here. There's another one. There's another 2 over there somewhere. So we can always merge it with these 2. Or we'll probably will take these 2 eventually. But let's just start with 3 for now. We can always add to it. It's not a big problem. We need a merger in the middle. And the merger needs to... Ooh, what's the matter with it? Right? Get this belt over here. We can build mode straight. A straight build mode is so simple. Doesn't like that. Move the merger out a little bit. Straight, straight, straight. Done. Easy peasy. Look at that. 3 into 1. I know they're all Mark 1 belts. They're just placeholder for now because I don't have the reinforced iron at the moment to make everything Mark 2. So we're just going to do a Mark 1 belt to get back home for now. Do a straight belt this way and get it over. Do we want the belt to be in the center of the ramp? Probably not. Now will straight belt do this thing for me properly? Oh, that looks amazing. It's all perfectly straight. I love it. Don't like that though. Why is it doing this weird thing? This probably just needs to be normal. Don't like this kink either. What the heck? Does that need to be there? That's fine, whatever. Don't really care about this conveyor belt. We might have to redo this one day, but like, I mean, either I can build foundations to line my way back up to base, which doesn't sound like a horrible idea, or I can just free belt it over for now. The other thing I could have done is not belt it like this and just conveyor it up this ledge, but that's fine. That's probably a better idea, to be honest, because that would use way less belts, right? When I have to upgrade this to Mark II. Alright, let me redo that. Forgot Mark II belts are actually an issue at the moment. I think there's something to be said for doing things cleanly, but doing things cleanly also means it's a little bit difficult sometimes to conserve belts and things like that. So we can do things a little bit dirty, I guess. Just to conserve belts for now. Doesn't like that. I went from the cleanest build to the dirtiest build ever to conserve belt. But that should use a lot less belts than before. It looks a little bit ugly, but whatever. One day when I have enough belts, I can clean that up a little bit. Basically, I want to just conveyor lift this up now. I don't know how tall I should build this conveyor lift. Is that automatically on this thing as well? I don't know. Get some power in here while we're here. Don't think I need any other source of power, so we can just use all the points on this power line. Go back up and see if that conveyor lift is high enough. I think you can just attach conveyor lift to conveyor lift, right? That's not really a problem. Yeah, it's way too high. I don't think I can actually belt out of here to down here, can I? I'm gonna have to put something here to mark how tall we want this thing. I can't shorten the conveyor lift now, can I? All I can do is build it from up here, hopefully. and then just like visually eyeball it. And then hopefully I can connect that to that. Ah, perfect. That looks alright. Looks terrible, but conserves belts. Let's get this back to base now. We've been messing about with this long enough. How long do you guys spend building your factories to get it nice and clean looking versus just getting it functional? Is that really going through the floor? Well, you don't want to do that. Now, what I mean by routing the belt up through the floor is if I go up here now, can I somehow get this going through the floor now that I have like floor holes and stuff to make it look slightly nicer, I guess? Just to hide some of the messiness. So my belt's coming from in here somewhere. How do these floor holes work? I can put them anywhere. I can put one over here. All right, let's do the belting on here first then. Similar splitting technique that we're going to do for the other one. Instead of trying to get it to use all the holes in the splitter, I think it's easier if we just get the thing through here. We'll give it a little bit of space. How much space do we need, you ask? I have no idea. This will be our design for now. Yeah, this is okay to work with. There's enough space for me to jump through. Now, is there a way to like pipette the recipe? Or like configure all these at the same time? What if I have to configure like 200 recipes? Alright, so now with that, we know where the iron needs to go in from. We can basically put a floor hole somewhere, say like here. And apparently that should fit a conveyor lift. I mean, it's not necessary, it's just meant to look good, right? It's purely aesthetic, I think. But does it look nice? I don't even think the floor hole looks that good. It doesn't really look like the conveyor lift is going through this floor hole. And I can't really line it up properly. I don't like this conveyor lift floor hole thing. It doesn't even line up to the conveyor lift. It's super weird. I mean, it's purely aesthetic, really. I should just remove this panel. That is, there's your floor hole, right? I mean, this splitter's now kind of hanging in midair, but that's kind of fine. We've also got these catwalks and stuff now. Ah, there we go. The catwalk can be kind of a thing that covers up partially the floor hole. That way I can walk across it and not fall through the thing. Yeah, this is a better floor hole than our floor hole. This is an actual hole. It's alright, live and learn. But essentially we just need this thing in here now. We're done. Now we just need to power everything and we've got our new smelting column done. You can try out these new wall power sockets. Probably need a new bar at some point. Probably do bar number 4. Whoa, hello. You want to walk through my factory more? You like my factory? I think the whale likes my factory. Alright, let's check these power outlets out now. Bind this to 1 and 2. Probably need the wire at some point as well. Probably bind the wire to 1, 2, and 3. We can do power like this. Now I want this is not going to do wall. Oh, it does automatically switch to wall outlets. Cool. Okay, they're all lined up to the floor, so I can just do them wherever. Just do them on the corner. Makes sense and is nice and easy. I'm out of copper. Back with more copper. Continuing doing our cable management. Now we kind of need to connect these with each other, right? And now we need to connect it into the power grid somehow. The first one's always going to be a little bit janky. Where is our power grid? Well, we don't have our power grid coming directly anywhere, but we can probably tack off one of these lines and we'll put it somewhere. Maybe we should just put the power over here now. We can just set up another wall there. And we can put like a double wall outlet like this, I guess. And we can do something like that. And then this one can connect out into the world. That's nice, I think. For now, temporarily. Everything's temporary until it's permanent, as we say in the software dev world. Same dealios on this side. Then we can connect this out into the world. We can follow the conveyor belt back and keep it reasonably organized. And we'll get that down into that power pole somewhere, and we should be sweet. Now the miners have power. Right? They should be mining stuff. No? They're not mining stuff. Why do I not see ore on these belts? Ah, there is ore on these belts. Just took a while to come out. Fantastic. Now we've got our first new smelting column done in our factory. With the smelting done, we want to take these materials and put it somewhere for processing. So let's start building a little gap over here. And then this will be, oops, this will be the start of our new factory. Oh, we're out of concrete. Let's go get some more materials. All right, got my materials. Let's keep building. So this is going to be sort of the start of our second factory. And it's going to do basic material processing. So we'll put up a wall to denote the separation. Now we have a full Mark II belt of smelted iron to work with. So they kind of need to merge into one thing. So we need mergers on this side then, right? Lucky I left some space. I know I'm still using Mark I belts at the moment, but that's fine. That'll be remedied at some point. And theoretically, this should be our iron belt. Now, we can use our new wall with the hole in it. Like that. And we can do something like that, right? So the iron will be smelted and then it'll come out along here into our new factory, which will now, we'll put our splitters over here and all of that iron will now go to do different things. To start with, let's build one constructor. Oh, all right, maybe I need some more floor. I still have a feeling all of this is going to be like torn down one day, but fine. We'll have everything going out this way, I guess. Put the hologram down to see how far of a gap I want. I probably want it to go a little bit more this way to give room for any splitting and merges. Can I rotate the hologram? I've got it going the wrong way. It doesn't really matter which way it goes, honestly. Maybe I will have it going this way. Because what am I building down here? I'm building what gets directly smelted. It's pipes and plates. Yeah, I think that makes sense to actually go this way. And we can leave one space for splitters and then we can do another one rotated the other way. Does that make sense? Something like that. Is that enough room for the splitter though? Oh, can't see anything. It's like that. A bit tight, but insert space, I suppose. So we did something like this, and then the iron comes in. This side can make iron plate, and this side can make iron rod. And now we've got the same thing as we had before. Fantastic. Our factory also needs a roof to do all the powering. Looking a lot more like a factory. Now this is a little bit expandable, right? Because we can now do iron plates. That takes 30 per minute. The iron rods take 15 per minute. So let's just do an example, right? If we want a second iron rod machine, we can put it, for example, here. And then we can just add another splitter here. We can add the conveyor over here. I mean, it's expandable, but it's not that expandable, but it's fine for now, I think. We might need to tear down all this factory or repurpose it to expand it in the future. But I think this is okay for now. So we can have, like, say, for example, 2 iron rod machines. Now we need all this to be powered. How do I directly get this to go upwards? I don't know, we'll just eyeball it for now, I guess. Oh, so hard to visually tell things in 3D. But yeah, we can do something like that. Maybe just something like that for now. Should be fine. Now this thing should all be making iron plates now, right? No power. Yep. Cool. We'll still have to sort out the messiness of the power system soon, but at least I've got my basic iron rods and iron plates being produced over here in these 2 machines now. Now we still got to think about how to get the output of all of this out one day. But for now, let's just do, oh crap, another line here and another line here. And that'll be the basic constructor level, I guess. We'll end the factory here for now. I think that's big enough for future expandability purposes. So we can fit a few more machines in here. We can probably do 4, which is way more than we can support at the moment. There we go. We've got 2 machines now making iron plate and 2 machines making iron rods. Fantastic. All right. Now we can, on the next level, do some stuff with the next level construction. There's still going to be these basic constructors on the next level, but we're going to turn the rods into screws next. In the meantime, we can grab all the stuff out of these machines. We can get rid of our rod maker. We can get rid of our plate maker as well. That means we don't need this smelter either. Slowly deconstructing all the crap we built at the start of the game, which is good. The next thing we need to do is screws, I guess. So this is where we need to go to the second floor of our factory, and we need to figure out a clean way to get up there. At the moment, our ramp that goes up the factory is over here, so maybe we need a new ramp somewhere to get to the factory from this side. But we'll work out all the ramps once the final factory is done. For now, we can just use ladders and stuff to do it. It's kind of fine. So the second floor of the factory should start here, so I'm just going to put up some walls to denote that. Trying to line it up with these walls. Now, do these need to be 3 stories high? I don't think so. They're not as tall as the smelters, this construction level. So we can do this floor 2 stories high, I guess. I might regret that later, but I still have no idea what I'm doing with my factory design, so bear with me. Just putting up the walls to denote where the factory ends. So on this level, we can do stuff with making screws. So let me merge up these rods first and turn them into screws. We'll do something like that. And we'll bring it all the way to the edge. And then we'll bring it up. We can also bring it up on the outside of the factory. So like doing something like this. Just testing out different design patterns. That means we want these things to line up a bit further back. We want to center them, essentially. Okay, that's another thing that we've learned now. We want to center the thing along a foundation so that the conveyors can come out against a conveyor wall hole. And now this should directly go into the wall hole. And we can use the outside of the factory to send stuff up instead of through the floor. I guess that's a good idea. No idea. Still learning. That's kind of cool. I'm going to build a ladder to get up here easily temporarily. Everything is temporary until it's permanent. Oh, yes. Data engineer versus ladder. Not this again. There we go. Let's see if I put this in the right spot. Probably not. Yeah, it's like half a tile out. Almost. Ah, it kind of tells me where it goes. Nice. Let's see if rods actually come out of here. I'm still not convinced. Oh, nice. Rods are coming out, and now I can... I'm not doing anything by volume, by the way. It's just kind of doing it however I want at the moment. Now, how do I line the screw machines up? So I basically want conveyor things. Maybe we should use these tiles as like the centering point so we know what we're doing. Let me try a different design pattern. We're still doing a lot of different design patterns until we learn a good pattern that we like. So bear with me, and I know everything's not consistent at the moment, but that's fine. It's just how it's going to be until we learn everything. So we need a splitter, not a merger. Something like that. Is that centered? Yes. So we're going to bring that in. And it's going to go through to multiple splitters, but for now it's going to... Wait, that's not centered. Oh, yeah. Is that centered? Yes. No, it's not. That's centered now. Now we can build a machine centered to this. Let me get rid of these unnecessary conveyor poles. We want another constructor over here somewhere. Now the distance to this, maybe we should just line it up against the edge of the floor. It takes up exactly 1. So if we tile them directly next to each other, it should be fine. For example, here, it's like okay with that. And then it lines up perfectly with the floor, which is kind of nice, I guess. And it conserves space, so we can definitely use that as the design pattern. Why is this an invalid shape? What? There we go. That looks nice, I think. And we can use this to make screws now. Now we need power. So if we need power, that means we need a roof, right? And is my theory of 2 roofs good? Why is this clipping now? Is that supposed to clip against the wall that way? Did I do that right? I hope I did that right. It doesn't like something. Oh, I think 2 is perfect. Is it perfect? I don't know. Let's get some more concrete and find out. Alright, back with some more concrete. Let's chuck that over and then do that. Oh, a little bit snug, eh? A little bit snug. Let's put the power on and see what it actually looks like. It's not that snug. It's actually perfect. Depends on how tight we want our factory. I don't mind it being 2, but 3 just gives it a lot better of a sort of feel, I guess. Hey, you can climb these things? Yeah, I think we want it to be 3. Change my mind. I don't know why I feel like I want to be on the roof of this one day, but I kind of do. Let me know how tall your factories are on every single floor. Are you guys all doing 3-level factories? There we go. Done. We've got the roof. We've got to get the power up now. I think that looks a lot better. And this directly goes up into the corner of a slot, which is perfect. Oh, it's not really lined up, but that's fine. I can't put a wall outlet without a wall. I like this design. This top factory design is the one I like best so far. Oh, death. It knows to do a double power outlet here somehow. Magic. Sorcery. Alright, fantastic. This is not in the right spot, is it? I'll just connect it on this side. That works for now. Still got to do power properly at some point. I'm just going to do some random ramps over here just to get up here easily for now. But obviously this is not the actual ramp to our factory. Oh my god, I can't even put the ramp down. Come on. It really doesn't like doing ramps upwards. But I like this at the moment. So we've got all our basic iron ingot to basic materials happening down here. And then we've got our rods coming up 1 level. And then it's going up to create other stuff. Go check on our screws. Oh no, the ladder. It doesn't go high enough anymore. Oh wait, now I'm on the roof. How do I get to this second floor? Let's just check on my screws. Still gotta figure out a way to like get up and down my factory. Probably the stairs would be a clever way to do that. Cool, it works. Nothing's in ratio at the moment, don't worry about it. Let's figure out a way to get up and down my factory. It makes sense to sort of use the edges, right? So let's figure out how we can get down. We've got a bunch of architecture stuff we can use. So how does a stair work? We've got ramps and stairs. I like stairs. So we kind of want to get down stairs. Is there an L-shaped stair? Yeah, I don't like that. Let me make a new toolbar and then we can play around with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for ladder. Now, I don't like ladders because you've seen my pain with ladders. But let's try out these different things. Oh, this is a cool like half thing. Ah, very cool. So we can do something like this. That doesn't make sense. I'll figure it out eventually. But we want to make our factory kind of make sense. Something like that. And then we can stair down. Does that make sense? I don't want to zoom because I don't know how many stairs there are. Is that hitting the floor? Yeah, perfect. Now we've got stairs of our factory. Oh, that's amazing. This is now feeling like a real factory. I can actually get upstairs properly. We probably need some like railings here. Is that what the L one is for? Does that make a lot of sense? Not really. It should be like this, right? Don't want to seal the hole. But that's OHS enough. This one railing will stop us falling down the stairs. And that looks good. Nice little floor hole we've made to get up and down our factory. Fantastic. I like it. It's starting to look a lot more satisfactory now. We can go and decommission some more stuff that we don't need now because we've got screws being made over there. We don't need all our screws being made over here. This is our screw machine. Fantastic. Need to empty our inventory. We'll go grab some more tickets while we do that. Go away all this crap. Probably don't need 1,000 screws. Put away some of my alien stuff as well. Need the inventory space at the moment. Alright, with all that done, all of our old iron stuff has been sorted out. In fact, we've sorted out so much, we've freed up this entire iron mine. Entire 2 iron mines. Nice. So we've got 2 spare iron mines now. We can route that into our new setup at some point, but that's fine for now. Let's see how many of these steel plates we have to work with now in our old factory. You are making stuff, right? Yeah, 180. That's fine. Let's see how much Mark II we can get to from our old from our new iron mine. Let's have a look. I don't think we can get very far, but we can try it. Should probably utilize our bar for Mark II logistics now. Alright, let's get upgrading. Let's see how far we can get. Now, these belts don't need to be Mark II because they're all just feeding into this merger. The only thing that actually needs to be Mark II is this conveyor lift because that's what's coming out of the merger. Now it's faster. Can conserve some iron plate. Now, from this conveyor merger, all of these belts need to be Mark II. So, like this one uses 6. This one, it doesn't like this. Why? A creature is in the way. What creature? This guy is in my way. Stupid chicken. Yeah, I use this quite a lot. Each one of these sections is 28. So it's kind of a... Yeah, not sure if we can get to the end or not. We might be able to get close. It's going to use up a lot of our iron plates. And then this conveyor lift needs to be Mark II. Okay, so we've got it back to our base all in Mark II now, which is good. Oh, it's so dark now. B is our flashlight. Okay. So this is Mark II now. We need to get every single belt into here as Mark II. Is this thing part of the conveyor lift? I think it is. So I don't have to, if I do it properly, I don't actually need to belt between the conveyor lift and this stuff. All right, cool. So we need to get that upgraded. The belts that go through here all upgraded. And then the belts in between upgrade. I don't want to miss anything. And then wonder why my throughput isn't correct. So now each one of these produces 30. And together these 4 produce 120. Which means all of this needs to be Mark II. So we'll get the output of these. Well, the output of these don't need to be Mark II. But for completeness sake, let's just make them Mark II in case it causes some issues down the road. It doesn't cost that much. And then this thing definitely needs to be Mark II going through the wall. And now we've got Mark II going into this one. So we need to turn all of the rest of this into Mark II as well. There we go. Now all of this is Mark II. We've got no output for these, so that's fine. That means we've upgraded everything to Mark II. Now the output of this doesn't need to be Mark II yet, right? Because they're only giving 15 iron rods per minute. So this belt isn't even saturating a Mark I belt yet. But eventually we might need to upgrade that. But for now it's fine. Let's conserve some more of our reinforced iron plate. We've only got 180 left in case we need to belt other stuff using Mark II belts. But that's essentially it. That's all our basic iron processing done. We've got it all the way up to screws. We need to replace this old factory here to make reinforced iron plate. But we want to do reinforced iron plate using copper as well. So we need to start getting some copper products going as well. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. I think we've done pretty well this episode. We've replaced our 3 basic iron products with the sketches of a basic factory that we want to follow the design pattern for in the future, which is pretty much most of the work. Building the factory itself is not super difficult. It's more just trying to set up a design that's extensible and easily copyable. And we've learned a lot of stuff this episode, so we might just leave it here. Next episode, we will do the same treatment with copper somewhere, maybe like over here on the left or something, and we'll do a little copper setup, and then we can completely deconstruct all these old machines that are just sitting in the middle of nowhere. Then after that, we'll look at getting reinforced concrete and all the fancy stuff done, but it'll be a lot easier now that all our basic materials is built in a reasonably extendable fashion, where we can just shove in more machines to smelt more stuff. And yeah, we can definitely increase the throughput of stuff a lot easier than we could before. So we'll leave it here. If you don't want to miss out on that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.